Hey Bantams, I'm Makayna Gaskill here to bring you the Bantam broadcast of March 3rd. March is Women's History Month and we're here to tell you all about it. But first, let's hear what Mr. McClintock has to say.
Hey Bantams, I hope everyone has settled back into school after midwinter break. For this week's theme, we're going to talk about Women's History Month. Now, I don't know about you guys, but there's so many amazing women in my life, around school to look at as we celebrate this month. So let's take a look at what our Bantam broadcast has for us this week.
Hey Bantams!
Have you heard of Helen Keller, Rosa Parks, and Amelia Earhart?
I bet you haven't heard of Anita Bava.
When her husband was on lunch break, enemies invaded her town and she grabbed a nearby pistol and achieved a high score in soldier whack-a-mole.
I bet you didn't know she's the queen of Chickamauga.
Women's History Month is usually focused on women we already know about.
So today we're going to focus on some women you may not know about.
Qing Shi was born into poverty in 1724. She then became a Chinese admiral for the Navy. Later, she defected to becoming a pirate with over 20,000 ships and 70,000 men. She killed 80,000 people, attacking the Chinese Navy 5 times and coming out unscathed. She died at 69 with about $6 million in today's currency.
Jackie Mitchell was born on August 29, 1913 in Chattanooga, Tennessee. At the age of 17, Mitchell began playing for the Eagles, a women's team in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and went on to attend a baseball training camp in Atlanta, Georgia. She attracted the attention of Joe Engel, the president and owner of the Chattanooga Lookouts, who was known for using publicity stunts as a way to direct crowds in the Great Depression. Seeing Mitchell as an opportunity to draw attention for the Lookouts, he signed her to the team on March 25, 1931, and she appeared for her first professional game on April 2nd.
An important person that we should recognize from our country is Sacagawea. She was brave enough to go on the Lewis and Clark expedition with her infant son. She was 13 when she was married off from her tribe, and she has a river in her honor.
We asked some of our office staff about Women's History Month and what it means to them.
I'm so grateful for all of the women that have come before us to help us get our rights, like the right to vote, women's right to have bank accounts and go to higher education and have jobs. I really am just happy that they've paved the way for us.
It has come a really long way in a really short amount of time because for centuries women didn't have the rights and privileges that we do now, especially here in the United States. And it is so recent that when my own grandmother was born, she didn't have the right to vote. So she was always very adamant that when I turned 18 to exercise my right to vote. And I was the first woman in my family to go to college because they usually got married and had children instead of continuing their education. So it has come a really long way, and I am a product of those opportunities that we have.
Did you know we sent a team of Bantams to compete at the Student Television National Convention in Florida?
Hey Bantams! Welcome to our Tampa, Florida vlog.
We are going to
we're in the convention center.
our first workshop.
We need room.
It's how to talk to strangers, making the most of your documentary interview. It's room 308, so you can find that. Okay, convention. Guys, we're about to go into our session. It's the how to talk to strangers, making most of your documentary. Oh wait, I already said this, but look at this is like the trainers. It's Nicole. But yeah, we're about to walk in room 308.
So me and Mila, we went to the How to Communicate with Strangers, and we learned how to interview someone comfortably and make them have a good time and make them speak their mind and not feel like we're too professional
And
or
take advantage of the time.
yeah, and not be lazy. And what'd you learn, Evelyn? Where'd you go?
I went to the becoming getting into the industry, and I learned that you don't need to have a bunch of money to do it, and you don't
just
have to
gotta have the talent.
You just gotta have the talent. You gotta work hard.
Bye, Bantams!
Bye, Bantams! We're about to head to another session.
We're going to our editing one. Bye!
Thank you for watching this week's broadcast. Go Bantams!